Okay, so for these last two parts, first let me point out right here for h, it was asking how many times does the line y equals 0 intersect the function? And so it does that twice. So 1, 2, I think you had the right points down, but it's just literally asking how many times. So 2 would be the answer there. For j and k, we have find the values of x, we're describing x intervals, where m of x is either greater than 0 for this part or less than 0 for this part. Remember that m of x, just like we did up here, when we see where does m of x equal -2, we think to ourselves, okay, that's where the y's equal -2. So we're looking at a horizontal line through 2 and finding those places. We could do that same substitution here and think of it rather than m of x, oops, there we go, as where is y greater than 0, because m of x is standing in for the y side. So I marked it up on the graph here. The places where the y values are greater than 0 would be above the x-axis, because like here, if we say what's m of 12, it's 1. 1 is greater than 2. 2 is greater than 2. So this appears to go on forever and positive, so the places where the function is above the x-axis or greater than 0 would be from 11 to infinity. And likewise, this piece is asking where are the y values less than 0. So that's everywhere where the graph would be below the axis. We have to be a little bit careful because there's no equals on that, and we have the spot here where it comes up and touches at equals 0 for a second, so we're going to have to exclude that from our interval. This, on the other hand, this endpoint, if I say what's the value when x is -5, you would tell me it is -3. Is that included in the graph? Yep, because it's got a solid dot, so it is both included and less than 0. So we want to be careful to use a bracket on that endpoint. So we're going to go from -5, and it stays under all the way up to -2 there. Oops, -2. But there I have to use a parenthesis because we're not including that endpoint because there's no equals on the 0. And then we pick up on the other side of -2, and then this stays negative all the way through here, so along that interval that I have colored in red, and then that goes up to 11. Hopefully that helps clear it up.